Thank you, Madam Chair. I have come to this well quite often to talk about being a small business owner. My husband grew up one of 13, very, very poor, pretty much lived in poverty, and moved to Colorado with $500 in his pocket and a dream that so many of our small business owners have. $500 in his pocket and a truck full of a couple of boxes. And he set out to live the American dream. The bedrock of our society are small business owners. And he grew his company. We went to about 50 different employees. His company grew very, very large. He was very successful. And unfortunately, due to some circumstances personally, we had to downsize. We have 5 employees now. And I will tell you, there have been many times when we couldn't even afford to feed our own children, but took out loans to make sure our employees didn't lose their jobs and they could afford to feed their families. That's what small business owners do. They put themselves last. They put their employees and their community first. And what did they get from that? For that here in the state? Over 200,000 regulations on them. 45% are duplicative and excessive. And we just keep hammering and hammering and hammering. The nail lady I go to moved here from Vietnam legally, made a business for herself, and now she's having to pay those consequences. And I want to know why success is a punishment in this state. Why being successful is considered a punishment. We tax on tips and overtime, the party of working families. Oh, the party of working families is taxing you on tips and overtime when the federal government said no. We in the state of Colorado, I mean the Democrats in the state of Colorado, are going to tax your tips and your overtime. And then they had the audacity when they the Republicans brought a bill forward yesterday to stop the nonsense, to have someone come and testify that the people working for overtime make over $500,000 a year. Do you believe that, Colorado? Because it's nurses and construction workers and firefighters that are working for overtime. It is the servers in the restaurants that are working 3 jobs, and now we're going to tax them, the working families.
Back to the bill that is about QBI deduction, please.
Madam Chair, I would like a little bit of leeway because other sponsors have come up and talked about this, and I would like the same leeway. Thank you. I'm going to give you statistics on what has happened in here because we've talked about it, right? It's HR1's fault. It's HR1. They brought it up, not me. The problem is over the past 7 years, Democrats have run state government by themselves. According to the latest employment data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, each of the 7 states that border us saw increased employment growth, but Colorado was exceptional. Yay, another great statistic, because employment actually decreased here. We're the only state surrounding us that employment actually decreased. Wonder why? Colorado is losing out thanks to their policies. We're only one of 2 states to lose jobs in the latest report. Why? Because businesses are closing, and now because of this bill, more are going to be closing. And guess what's going to happen to employment? Woo, it's going to sink. Taking a bigger view, from 2023 to 2025, national employment increased 2%. Employment in Texas, great red state, rose 5.6%, but employment in Colorado rose 0.6%. Wah, wah, wah. On the flip side, unemployment in Colorado has increased 3 times faster than the national average. Man, we are blowing the statistics out of the water. Maybe it's because we're the 6th most regulated state in the country when it comes to business. So let's add another blow to the small business and self-employed individual community by passing this bill and pretending like it's going to be bad for the corporations and the big box vendors. No one believes that. No one believes that's what's happening. And state government spending has grown $32 billion in fiscal, we have grown state government $32 billion, 2020 to 2021, $46 billion in fiscal year 2025 to 2026. In 7 years, our population in Colorado has grown 5%, and our state budget, thanks to these policies, has grown 50%. So don't blame the Republicans for this, and certainly don't blame H.R. 1, because these are the statistics and these are the facts. Healthcare spending has increased 367% over the last 16 years. And what has that gotten us? You want to talk about cutting rural healthcare and funding? You know where we're spending it? We're spending $400 million. We brought a bill forward, $400 million on elective procedures like abortion and cosmetic procedures for men to look like women and illegal immigrants' health care. So you want to talk about trimming the fat? We came here to trim the fat. And the DD waiver list continues to grow because the people that Medicare or Medicaid was actually afforded to are the people losing out. So don't believe this gaslighting. I think if they post enough on their social media saying these things that they think the people of Colorado are going to believe them. We don't. You want the small business community to fund your ineptness at managing the budget. And then you want to blame our president for things that he's been in office for 7 months when you have destroyed the economy for 7 years. You have been fiscally irresponsible, and now small businesses are going to have to pay the consequences of it, and it is not right. And we are not going to sit here and let you continue to gaslight the people of Colorado. This is a horrible bill. It is not fair to the small businesses in Colorado, and we're not going to let that happen. We're going to get it out, whether the media wants to cover it or not, and we're going to let the voters know that Democrats are responsible for this budget shortfall, and they're trying to put it on the backs of small businesses. Vote no on this bill.
Rep. Caldwell.